In this video, I'm going to share, I'm going to solve a problem using one of the methods in analyzing a trust, and that is method of joins. Pero, I'm using the nearest style. So my assumption here is that you already have a background on what a trust is, okay? About its members, na slender yung members, and dili siya ka-resist of movement. Therefore, loads are or loads will only act at the joints. So, let's solve a simple problem. So use the method of joints to calculate the forces in the members of the given truss. Now, so una ni mo bahaton is solve for the reactions. So we start with reaction at E. So you sum up moment at A. And we have this 20. And then sum up force vertical to solve for RA. And we have 40. Okay. Now, if you will use method of joints, duha ka style. Either use the angle of the members or gamit kag slope. So kung slope ka, the slope of members AB, CH, CF, and DF, ayan na, 4 vertical, 3 horizontal. Therefore, the length of member AB is 5. And all the other diagonal members. Now, in method of joints, we can only use two conditions of equilibrium, namely summation of force sa x equal to 0 and summation of force along y equal to 0. Duha lang. We cannot use summation of moment because it is assumed that all joints are pin connected. Pin siya, and therefore dili siya ka-resist of moment. So when you analyze and when you start to analyze a truss, you should start at the joint having two members na connected. So for this problem, either you will start at A or you will start at E. Okay. So I will start at A. Okay. So let us have a review first on the usual method of joints, and then I will introduce next time. Okay. So I will analyze joint A. So here's joint A, and I have a reaction of 40. I have two unknowns. Members, a force on member EB and force on member AH. And so, since you will sum up force X and Y, make sure that all forces are either horizontal or vertical. So for this one, inclined man ito ko components. And again, either you will use angles or slope, pwede. And if you want to solve for theta, pwede na. Just make case of the triangle. Like, since ang given kay 4 og 3, man, pwede ka tangent. Trigonometric function na tangent. So, tangent theta, 4 over 3, and naka theta na 53.30 degrees. So, kung mag-cosine ka, by looking at this one, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, or 3 over 5, you have 0.6, and then sine theta, 4 over 5, 0.8. So we can now start analyzing joint A. So summation of force sa Y. As much as possible, dito ka mag-start sa condition having only one unknown para ma-solve mo. Like in this case, joint A, you have two unknowns sa horizontal. So do not start the summation of force along X. Sa Y, you only have one unknown. Okay, so one is upward and then upward. And now FEB na negative 50. So, since nag-assume ko og tension, by the way, The usual practice is if ang member is or ang force sa member is unknown, assume siya na tension. And then later on, pag mag-solve ka and then negative siya, just conclude na compression siya. So like in this case, na negative siya, therefore compression niya ang member EB. Oh. But when you sum a force along X, use the negative value of FAB because ang gigamit ni mga directions sa force or component is to the right. No. I-assume ka nga tension eh. Tension of force AB. So FAH plus FAB cosine 53.13 and naka-FAH na sir. Positive. Therefore, ang i-assume ni mong direction na tension, correcto. So FAH is 30 kilonewtons tension. Now, if you will use my style, tingnan akong basis. Let's review on statics of particle. First topic sa statics. Now, a force can be defined by its magnitude and direction. So kung given in duha, and you want to get the components, just construct a rectangle. Nya, ang side sa rectangle, mo na siya ang component. So Fx and Fy. Also, a force can also be defined by 2 points on its line of action. So we have these 2 points, the origin 0, 0, and another point P with coordinates X and Y. So in the constructing of rectangle, by plotting from the origin, that's X and then Y. So Y nila. And the distance between 2 points, you have D. So based on these 2 diagrams, pwede ka mag-ratio and proportion. Mo nila. Oh. Magnitude over magnitude and then component over counterpart niya. F over D, Fx over X, Fy over Y. Mo niya akong basis. Okay? So, let's go back to joint A. Sa joint A, nakay upward reaction na 40. Na, akong style is practical siya. Okay? Oh, di na ko maagi aning summation of 4 sa x. Di na ko maagi. I will no longer formulate equations. Balance na lang. Okay? Nay basis. Ang basis is this. Summation of force sa x equal to 0. Which means na the total force directed to the right must be equal to the total force directed to the left. Same with y. The total force upward, directed upward, should be equal to the total force directed downward. So for joint A, kay 40 na upward reaction. This will be balanced by the vertical component of EB. And since upward ni downward siya, and the magnitude is 40 also, para balance. Now, next here will be how to get the magnitude of EB. Diri mo come in ang ratio and proportion. Akong style. So, to solve for the magnitude, given the vertical component, this is what you will do. Okay. Focus on the left and the right. To solve for F, i-cross multiply ni maning D ito Mo na yung result. Diba? So, since Fy ang given, what you will do is divide the given force by its counterpart. Fy, i-divide din mo sa y. 4. 40 over 4. That's 10. I-multiply sa D. In this case, your D is 5. So, 10 times 5, F is equal to 50. And then, For the horizontal component, same lang. Focus on this one. Center and right. To solve for fx, i-cross multiply ni mang x sa right. And this is what you will get. So again, 40 divided by 4, you have 10 times 3. 3 dire, you have 30. Okay? So ang y is balance na, ang x wala pa. Na kay 30 directed to the left, you need a 30 force directed to the right para ma-zero. And that would be the force of AH. So, based on ang member AB compression, because the direction of 50 is towards joint A. While ang 30 for member FAH tensile because ang direction niya is outwards man. Okay? Away from joint A. Compression. Now, one thing to remember. Para dili ka ma-confuse, for inclined forces, dapat ang heads nila, magnitude and component, dapat mag-meet na sila. Heads or tails. Like this one. Ang tail sa magnitude o ang tail sa component, dapat mag-meet na sila. Same also with the heads. So, gamitan niya style for the other joints. Okay? So, next katong truss dayon na potol-potol. Okay? So, this is your truss. Okay. So, pwede na ito mo analyze. Diretso na Okay? Without formulating equations. Balance na So, okay. You start with the reaction. Okay, sige. At A, i-balance niyo 40. And then do ratio of portion. 40 divided by 4, katong vertical na component niya, times inclined na 550. And then sa x, 40, i-divide atong 4, 10, times katong horizontal na component, 3, 30. So, i-balance in 30, you have this one, action, reaction, din isa. Kini 30, transfer naman sa joint H, still, tension, yapon, away from the joint. Ana. Diba? Action, reaction. For this one, i-transfer sa nimo din sa B. Compression, yapon. Ana. You need to focus para dili mabali ang direction. Okay? Now, comparing joints B and H, you cannot analyze joint H because you have 3 unknowns. Dapat doha lang because you only have 2 conditions. So, dili ka joint B. So, at joint B, okay, let's balance. Now, balance na ang duha ka vertical. 40 downward and 40 upward. So, balance na. Therefore, ang force sa member BH is 0. May balance naman. Okay? And then, ang member BC, of course, naman sa 30 to the right, left niya. So, compression ang BC. Di ba? After this, ibalhin na nimo da, transfer no joint si compression. Dili ka pwede dire because you have 4 unknowns. So, dire ka, transfer nimo ni 0. And you are now ready to analyze joint H. Kiduha na lang yung mga unknowns. Okay. Now, ang mabalance na ni 0 is the vertical component of CH. Pero 0 man sa 0, rasad na. Automatic, ang magnitude o ang horizontal component, 0. So, ang mabalance sa 30 is GH. Left man na, so right ni dire. Tension. So, ibalhin ni mo sa G, tension yapon. And then you analyze joint G. Ang mabalance sa 30, there about FG. Pas-pas, di ba? And then sa vertical, wala man. So, 0 na. Di ba? And then, transfer ni mo ni 30 dire. And then, di ka pwede dire. Sa joint F. Kay tulo ka unknowns. Joint C. pwede na kay sa CG na ni 0 and then CH nasa ni. So, transferan ni mo values kana you only have to CD and CF. Horizontal, and vertical. Isa ka vertical, so i-balance nimo. Ang balance sa 20 is 20 upward, and then do ratio and proportion. 20, i-divide sa vertical na 4, 5, times hypotenuse na 5, so 25 na siya. And sa horizontal, 20 over 4, 5, times horizontal component sa triangle kanina, 3, 15. So comparing the two horizontal forces, 30 and 15, kulang ka o 15 directed to the left. That would be the force on CED. So balance na eh. Dua ka 15 left niya, 30 right. Transfer naman 15. Kani, transfer sa naman eh. I-balance ni mo, 20. 20. O niya ang duha, 30 left, 15 right. Kulang ka o 15 na right. And then, 15 na yun. And then 20. So, tension. I-balance na naman din eh. Checking na lang nito. To check is inani. Ang mabalance sa 20 is this one, upward. You do ratio and proportion. Na kay 25, same procedure lang. 20 over 4 times 5, you have 25. And then horizontal, 20 over 4 times 3, you have 15. So, checking ni, correct tayo, di ba? And then lastly, final checking is joint A. Transfer ni 15, transfer sa ning 25. So, i-check ni mo, horizontal, 15 right, 15 left, so okay. Vertical, 20 downward, 20 upward. Therefore, correct at solution. Okay. So, yung naana ang nearest tayo. Joke. Mas dali siya kaysa mag-formulate ka o equation. Pwede po ka mag-caltech gamit ang mode 5, mode 5.1, 2 equations with 2 unknowns. Pero langan to gamay. Langan to gamay. And need ka itong familiar ka itong nga function. While for this one, balance naman eh. So, dili kayo ka mag-lisod yan. Okay. So, we are now ready to write the force of each member. So, for the bottom chord, many members, forces, tension, tulo ka 30 and 15. Ana. And then top chord, members, compression 30, compression 15. And then next, zero force members, tulo. And then diagonal members, AB, CF, DE. Negative 50, negative 25, negative 25. And then last is member DF, positive 20. Okay. So to check kung correct ba niya itong analysis, okay. I'm using MD Solid software para ma-check niya. And here's the result. Same lang, di ba? Okay. So, that's my style of analyzing a TRUSS. Na actually, ang basis niya is method of joints na happen. Given conditions na summation of force x equal to 0, the summation of force y equal to 0. Practical lang pamaagi without formulating equations. para dali. Okay, that's all. Thank you.